are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Another Geek Culture Congress is back. And welcome to the Congress, the Geek Culture Congress. I am your host, Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez. I'm here with the gentleman who sees comedic punchlines like Kanye Reeves sees The Matrix.
Our very own Neo.
Tarek Lewis.
I am with you. I'm with you at all times.
And then, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the urban powerhouse of Tampa, Florida, nighttime host of Wild 94.1. We have Joey Franchise in the building.
Wepa, we are here.
And yes, and we're gonna get into some breaking news and of course, the biggest headline that we need to talk about is, of course, Solo, the Han Solo standalone Star Wars movie, and unfortunately did not meet financial expectations.
Oof, that's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And I did not personally go see it. I've been trying to talk Tarek and Joey into spoiling it for me before we start recording this show.
It's against my. I can't stand on that. I can't do
because
that.
I'm just gonna go see it anyway. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like I don't care now. You know. Mm-hmm. But if you guys want to give what you thought about it, if you've seen it already, let's start with Tarek. How about that?
Okay. Well, the first thing I liked about the film is that it starred Han Solo.
Dark Han Solo, he don't give a F.
It had Han Solo in it, which was a good thing. Other than that, I didn't like anything else. No,
dang,
no.
Are they gonna steal my $14?
No.
Nah.
No. Oh,
All right.
Where are you going? IMAX? Don't do that.
It goes standard.
Yeah.
This is a standard, straight standard movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't go ham with it.
Yeah. Save your money.
No
for,
Dolby, nothing.
No.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to hear it. No. It's a, you got to grade Star Wars movies by other Star Wars movies. If this was just a regular movie I went to go see,
Yeah.
I probably would like it more. But
Really?
I'm sitting here like, am I enjoying this more than Revenge of the Sith or Last Jedi?
But it's a Star Wars story, you know.
It is a Star Wars story.
It's a
And I think
middle
with
story.
the Rogue One it didn't raise the standards, but Rogue One was, I thought, a pretty good Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it was adequate.
Especially being a
It's
spinoff
interesting.
of what,
Yeah.
it led into New Hope.
Yeah.
So it was a good in between.
So this is like kind of not so
Like a
Rogue One
speed
is
bump?
almost
Yeah.
Rogue One is almost a prequel. Rogue One is almost a prequel.
Right.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, spoiler alert if you haven't seen that, it leads right up to, so it's almost a prequel. This one is just like an offshoot.
Wow.
And it's good. I like everything about this movie, except for the guy who played Han Solo.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about him either.
It wasn't crazy.
I thought he was
about
he was
personify Harrison Ford at all?
No. And I think what makes it so glaring is how much Donald Glover personified Lando Calrissian.
Really? He hit it?
Like he did a Billy
He
D.
nailed
Lando
it?
Calrissian
Wow.
impersonation. And Emilia Clarke, she was great. The plot was good. The writing was good. I like the villainsies.
The villainsies?
The villainsies
Right.
in this movie.
part
Chewbacca,
villain?
Chewie was funny. And, it was good to see him. A younger Chewie, although you can't tell. He just,
He's just
kind of like once your dog becomes an adult. It's just like an adult, and then all of a sudden the dog's just dead. So, but at that, if there was one glaring thing, it was the actor didn't quite pull off the comedy swagger part
Right.
of Han Solo. Yeah.
He didn't really deliver. His
I'm
delivery
just
wasn't-
disappointed already. I haven't
Yeah.
even seen it yet.
Well,
Yeah.
well, here's the thing. Like, what I liked about it, and I'm not the biggest like Star Wars connoisseur. I have appreciation for the movies. I've seen all of them.
Right.
But like, it was good because it was pretty fast paced, and this is like
Yeah.
you said. There's nothing really out at this point up until when Ant-Man and Wasp.
Right.
Yeah.
When
Right.
it comes
Ant-Man
to
Wasp comes out
yeah.
the 6th, I believe. Which
So-
is actually, I don't know, next month. Sorry.
it was a good little speed bump, especially if you've already seen Deadpool 2. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a bad movie. Like
Not
it
a
was good. It just didn't do good in the
I
box
lose
office.
2 hours of my life, ladies and gentlemen?
No, I think like I said, it's really fast paced. It really hits the ground running. Even the relationship with where Han and Chewie meet, like you know what I mean. It all flows really, really well. But like I said, if I had to take away anything, it'd be the fact that I wasn't really feeling the guy who played Han, and but I did think that Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, did steal a lot of
spotlight
scenes
there?
in the spotlight when Lando came into play.
Yeah, he nailed it. And Woody Harrelson's character was great.
Yeah, he was awesome.
And, They give you like a little Marvel feel with like some little Easter eggs.
A lot, yeah.
Really?
Sure, yep.
Yeah, they give you some Easter eggs in there.
I don't like it.
One thing I'm trying to figure out, that goes into spoiler
I'm
territory.
like crossing the Star Wars Marvel line.
Me and Terry gotta have a conversation after this because they're not getting the spoiler territory.
Yeah.
And I said, guys, I don't care. I'm going to see it anyway.
This is like, I say this about Ready Player One, and I'll say this about Han Solo. I have not watched Star Wars Rebels.
I've never seen that either.
And I did not finish Star Wars Clone Wars animated.
Right.
I never finished that.
Right.
So I don't know if there were other Easter eggs because, like I said, there's multiple antagonists in the movie. I'm like, I wonder if this is related to anything because some people were clapping at certain points and I did not get it. I was like, I have no clue who that is.
There might be. There
what's
might be some
going
Rebels.
on.
One thing in question is Han Solo's age when we meet him in New Hope.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it gets into spoiler
he
territory.
was a 30-year-old man. Harrison Ford was like in his 30s when he did that movie. But,
But
I'm throwing a shot
watch,
in the dark.
when you watch the movie
open.
and you watch to the end and you see the Easter egg that comes about, it makes you question like, okay, well, where does this guy lie in the timeline?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where we are. Like, I'm not quite sure what year we're in.
That confused me.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if
the
it's
ship
right
looks
after.
fresh and crispy in the trailer. The Millennium Falcon looks brand new, whereas in Star Wars it's already run down.
Oh yeah, it's all beat. But you'll see why it's.
Interesting.
Han was whipping that thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go see it, I guess.
Yeah, you should go see it.
It's good. It's good.
If you're a Star Wars fan, you have to see it.
Okay,
and
fair enough.
It's open for a sequel. Honestly,
Really?
the way it ended, they could. If they made more money, they would think they would be definitely.
Yeah, that's
doing
probably not going to happen.
No, they should do that.
It probably went. I think the reason why I did not that great in the box office is because I think all the turmoil
It was
that was going on
weekend too. Like I wasn't even in the country.
I think it's some hangover too from all the comic book movies coming out. Like Infinity War was heavy, Deadpool was hilarious, and then this comes out.
Do not underestimate the power of Star Wars, my friend.
Yeah, it's like this movie is like a Pontiac Sunfire. It's like people have it and people enjoy it, but you're kind of like, why are they making that?
Isn't it a Camaro?
Yeah.
Isn't it a poor man's Camaro? All right. That's cool. I guess I'll go see it. So talking about Star Wars movies, we were going to talk about a little bit about what movies they need to be making as far as Star Wars stories. And I am the firm believer that they need to cut a deal with the gentleman who played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequels. I forget his name right now.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
Yep.
Cut a deal with him, a multi-million-dollar deal, and we need to see a Star Wars story of his time on Tatooine trying to protect Luke's family.
I think that it is
And
in the
everything he
works,
went through.
actually.
Yeah, I want to say they're working on it.
I think that's the next in between because what I like what Disney's doing is you'll get every December you're getting your Star Wars, like your new age Star Wars series or movie, and then in between time. Every year you're getting a Star Wars movie, basically. So I think we're expecting this December to get the third. What are we on now? 9?
It's the third. That's right.
Episode 9 now.
Mm-hmm.
So and then we got this in between the Solo movie. So we get ready. We got Solo now. We'll get 9 in December, and then probably that Obi-Wan Kenobi movie in the works.
They got to cut that deal.
I want to
pay him that money.
CGI Ewoks.
CGI
I know it's
Ewoks?
not the popular thing.
Come on, man. Then I hooked you up on the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game, right?
I want to see that. I want to see that live because I feel like
the
Ewoks
free download.
The Ewoks get a bad rep, and it's like, well, how could they do that? Well, it was 1983, and the
the
technology
Ewoks are
couldn't
cannibals,
show
bro.
like crazy. Imagine a raccoon with a spear. That would be
we got a
frightening.
raccoon with machine guns.
Yeah, that's true.
And Guardians. So
Hopefully it can be done.
So I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi is my favorite character, but I would like to see one of these offshoot characters. The bounty. I like to see some bounty hunter stories. Not
I do.
necessarily.
Boba Fett's one of my
Boba
favorites.
Fett's
I
coming.
definitely want to see a Boba Fett story.
They say
Yeah.
the Boba Fett's in the works. That's what they say. That's the rumor.
I mean, I like the idea of the bounty hunters. I would like to know what all happens in between Force Awakens and the end of Return of the Jedi. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to be centered around the Skywalkers, just like another Rogue One thing, but in between those two things.
Right, to show where, how everything just got started. The prequel.
Rian Johnson is supposed to be working on a new trilogy, so who knows where that's going to be. That's going to be way in the future or about something different.
Yeah. And I definitely want to see a movie about the the little Asian guy that flies around in the Millennium Falcon during the rebellion.
Oh yeah.
Return of the Jedi.
Han don't have that shield down.
I think they threw him in there to sell some toys, bro.
Yeah, that dude did not trust Han Solo. He was like, Han don't have that shield down. I'm telling you. No, we won't.
He was like, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh man, Star Wars fans are super passionate, but sometimes they go in the other way,
apparently
the
racist.
Negative and racist passionate. And I think the poor lady that played a character on the Last Jedi movie. Her name escapes me right now. I have to go into Google right now and get it.
She played Rose, right?
Leanne. She played Rose, but she completely deleted her Instagram page and cleared out all the pictures because she was just getting harassed for her character. And I actually, personally, I enjoyed the character, and I was kind of shocked to read that headline. And reading the article, they were also talking about that Jay-Z Johnson had also made a comment that she completely wiped out her Instagram page as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because she was just getting so much flack for the female Jedi, stuff. And
I remember John Boyega also got some flack.
Yes, he did. But, he's got a little bit of a backbone.
Yeah.
He don't care.
So, yeah, man. I think sometimes, first of all, as comic geeks, like we all know that some people go way too far.
Yeah.
And there's no bigger example of that than the Star Wars geek.
Yeah. I'm into Star Trek too, and man, sometimes I go to these Star Trek things. I'm like, dude, it's not that serious, bro.
Yeah, they get way too serious, and then
I'm
thing
sorry,
is, man, that she's just asking. She just, as an actor, I understand. I just want to act and make money doing it. So she's not asking.
Exactly.
The people think like, she's asking for that. Nah, she's not asking for that.
This is her first big role, and it was in a Star Wars movie, and she was super excited and happy about it. All the interviews, she was almost
doing
crying.
The voice for the bear in like the Downey commercial.
She probably would have been happy. I mean, Tarek, imagine they call you. I want you to play in Star Wars. I want you to play this walk-on character.
And I'm keeping my gram up. I'm keeping my Instagram.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, do that.
And hey, they had to catch me outside. I'll start coming to see people.
But the females, they don't think like that. I don't know. Man, some of them ain't gangster like that.
Yeah, I get gooned up.
Tarek want all the smoke.
Yeah,
poor Daisy Johnson. She's just from England. I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, I'm getting gooned up, man. The first. I'm telling you right now, I'm going full Hollywood.
Yeah, even like the Star Trek people are just as bad because I was getting into the Star Trek Discovery TV show.
Yeah.
And man, they were just laying in on the way the Klingons looked and just hammering down like they don't look like that and they're supposed to look like this because in this episode they look like this. I'm like, man, who cares, man?
You gotta kind of not take it seriously. It's like playing Call of Duty with 14-year-olds. Like you're gonna hear some racism and you're gonna hear some stuff about your mother. Pusha T might get on there say something about your friend dying. And you just gotta live
about
with
some
it.
estranged child that you.
Yeah, that might happen. Oh man, but it's unfortunate, man. I just wish if there's anybody who listens to this show and it really takes to that extreme, just really rethink the things that you do, man.
Oh man, have an open mind.
Not that serious. Have an open mind, man. It's not that serious,
And don't do it to me because I want smoke.
We got money for plane tickets. We find you where you're at, okay? We got passports too. Oh man, let's get into some Marvel, man. I just got you guys on the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse trailer.
Definitely caught the
that
end of
just
that.
dropped
Yeah.
today. So if you haven't seen that trailer, you need to go see it because right now it's running rampant on the social media. Everybody's saying how great it is. And looking forward to it's an animated, just not confused with Homecoming 2. This is an animated Sony animation movie that's coming out in December as well. Mm-hmm. So we have to look forward to something else in December besides Star Wars. And of course, we have the introduction of Miles Morales. He introduces the Spider-Verse for anybody who's ever read the comic books. There's multiple Marvel universes. In every universe, there's what they call the spider totem, or the character that is the spider.
Yeah.
There's multiple. Some of them are multiple. There's females and there's males, and
pigs.
They introduced in the trailer to spoil because you're going to see it anyway. They even introduced the famous SpiderGwen, and I guess they introduced a Peter Parker, an older Peter Parker, who's kind of like a mentor for Miles Morales. He's showing him the ropes of how to swing and do Spider-Man stuff. What did you guys think about what you saw?
I love the trailer. I'm really excited about it. One of the movies I was really excited about is Incredibles.
Yep.
And I got to admit, I'm a little let down by the trailers so far. I'm
Really?
not as excited. This one I saw, and I was like, oh, okay. I could rock with this.
Yeah.
You know, I always wanted those. SpiderGwen, is that like the actual superhero name? Isn't that
The SpiderGwen.
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, because
A bit of a
in her
giveaway?
universe, instead of her dying,
Yeah.
being killed by Green Goblin, Peter Parker gets killed by Green
Wouldn't
Goblin.
you just look up people named Gwen who were about that age? And that's, I mean, I know it's New York, but
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen's probably a bad alias. Yeah. They'd be like,
Gives it away.
and maybe she's Spider Woman.
like
you know?
Joey, if you got superpowers, you could like, I'm gonna go by Super J franchise. Like, process of elimination.
We'll probably
I'm
find
pretty
you.
sure that
Yeah, I'm already found. There
Yeah.
it goes.
How come you only saves people before 7 p.m. Monday through Friday?
AKA Captain Obvious.
All of a sudden,
Oh man, I love this show. All right, so Joey, yeah, I know you caught the tail end of it. But you
I
caught
cut the tail end
part.
I mean, because I remember
Go
seeing
watch it again later.
I remember, yeah, I definitely gonna watch it again. Remember catching the first one when it dropped. But from what I saw, literally just walked into Tarek watching on his phone and right into SpiderGwen, and like you said, Peter Parker showing him the ropes. I'm excited about this. Not for nothing, my favorite animated movie of all time that dealt with comics was the Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
That's great.
So,
That's a good one. That's a great one. I think you'll watch that still
I'm
on
hoping
Netflix.
that this can kind of fit in that bracket of that, and I think and Sony's doing what they had promised, which is creating the Miles Morales movie. We thought we'd see him probably later on in the Marvel movies, the live MCU movies, but I mean, we'll see, we'll find out. But this is a good taste of finally getting to see that character in action.
Great.
and I like this. I like that it's in theaters.
Yeah,
like
on the
that.
big screen,
Yeah.
not on TV.
I'm excited, man.
Because we've
I'm
seen him on
down.
TV,
I
so
gotta
it's good to see him not have his own movie.
Hey, I got to get those tickets. I got to order those tickets now because that's going to be. Everybody's going to want to bring their kids to that. That's
Yeah.
going to be another.
It's huge, and you know what's
Disney
crazy?
animated thing.
And he's
take
half,
over.
he's half Hispanic, half black.
Yeah.
So this is good, especially since we're in the generation now where we just got a Black Panther. We just got a minority superhero,
Right.
And we're getting this on back on the big screen.
Sure,
So,
we'll get those trolls on them
I'm
too.
with it.
We're all the Latino superheroes. I just thought
Yeah,
about
we
it.
finally we got
you
Miles
know.
Morales, baby.
They're here. We got the tarantula.
It's about to get real wet by December.
Google the tarantula so you can laugh louder. So you can laugh harder. I mean, oh man, but yeah, it was an interesting superhero. But speaking about Spider-Man, I guess my prediction about Spider-Man not lasting is probably not going to come to fruition because
Yeah.
because they just leaked. Well, they're supposed. I don't know how legitimate this leak is, but there's a plot leak for Spider-Man Homecoming 2. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready for
I'm so ready.
Are
For
you
that.
guys ready? Okay. This is your warning. If you don't like to hear plot leaks and stuff like that, this is your warning to fast forward this part. Okay. They say that Tony's dead. Okay. There's the plot leak now. This may or may not happen, guys. Tony Stark is dead, and Spider-Man is Peter Parker's mourning his death.
Marvel has trolled us in the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what the plot rumor. Okay. I'm not saying that that's what's happening, guys. They're saying that it's part of the plot rumor of the Homecoming 2 movie, which is tentatively titled Field Trip.
Okay. Let me ask you now. In this plot,
Yeah.
has Drake responded yet? No. Or we're still okay.
I think we're still waiting. We have that mystery recording that hasn't come
'Cause
out
I figured
yet.
Tony be dead. I just want to know if Drake's gonna respond. All right.
He's supposed to, I guess, a plot revolves around one of the villains stealing something that's super important that he created, that Tony Stark created.
Okay.
And
Sounds like the first one.
Peter Parker is, so it does sound like the first one.
Yeah.
But Peter Parker is after that person because it's something of some like energy renewable source or something like that. I don't
I'm
know
assuming
exactly what it is.
that makes sense. Kind of what ties in because they just casted, or I don't know if it's official yet, but they did cast Jake Gyllenhaal, or they're casting Jake
That's right.
Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. So
That's right. Mysterio
for him
is
using
confirmed.
Yeah.
So for any type of tech that he might need,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it will come from Stark Tech.
Yeah. And Vulture is back. We'll be back.
Yes, he will be back.
Well, at least Michael Keaton will be back.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be Vulture.
I'm good. They're setting up the Sinister Six. So far, we've already seen.
Scorpion will be back
Yep.
as well as the Vulture. Mysterio is confirmed to be the main antagonist, and there's also a mystery antagonist that hired all of these people.
Hoping it's Osborn.
So either it's a
Osborn-
Harry Osborn or
here's my
or
prediction.
a Kingpin maybe. They did introduce the Kingpin in Daredevil.
So we did see that in the first Spider-Man Homecoming, Tony was selling Avengers Tower.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my
that's
prediction is he could either be Fisk or Osborn that buys that building.
Now, the biggest plot thing that they was here is that there's an introduction of the Jessica Drew character. If you guys don't know who Jessica Drew is Spider-Woman in the comic books.
Oh, okay.
She's the one that flies around and she has the stinging things. She's also an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's a sleeper Hydra agent as well. She was the scapegoat for the Secret Invasion, the Skrulls taking over, trying to take over the Earth.
Yeah.
Bunch of stuff, but she gets included in according to this plot leak, she's going to be included in the show, in the movie, should I say, as a M16 operative or something like that.
MI6.
MI6, okay. Yeah.
All right, so I'm down with that. I'm a Spider-Man fan.
Yeah,
the one black mark on that whole franchise, I mean, out of all of them to me was Spider-Man 3, and even that had good moments. But the Homecoming kind of brought it back for me. So I definitely, Jake Gyllenhaal's a great actor. Michael Keaton killed it as Vulture. Never thought he'd be a legit villain because in the comic books he's like 122 years old or something like that. And
he is, but that's perfect. No, Michael Keaton was perfect.
Yeah, and he killed it. And I like this kid, Tom Holland. I like him.
I like the damage control drop too in the beginning of the movie too, and they had the damage control people.
Yeah,
but they did mess up on the year though.
Book. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did. They admitted it too.
That's cool. So I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Spider-Man is my favorite, maybe my favorite superhero. He's up there, and I really like the franchise, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we'll see what's going to be true about these plot leaks when they actually we find out what happens to Spider-Man when finally Avengers 4 comes out. Now there is a leaked photo out there. I don't know if you guys seen it. Yep. You guys seen the Avengers 4 leaked photo, which shows everyone that's supposed to be in this movie.
Yeah.
Notably absent are the people who, of course, died in the first movie.
Yeah.
And the only weird thing that I noticed is that Hulk has this kind of like bodysuit.
Weird bodysuit
on.
Yeah. Well,
so are we going to get the intelligent Hulk or the gray Hulk or...
It might be CGI. They got to CGI him up.
Some kind of different kind of Hulk?
Yeah. I mean,
we're going to get the fusion, the Banner Hulk, Fusion Hulk?
A red Hulk or gray Hulk or wherever they do. I don't really know the difference. You know what I mean? I don't believe in colorism. I don't do black, dark skin, light skin. That's not
they had the gray Hulk was kind of like the gangster Hulk. Mm-hmm. He's kind of like the criminal Hulk.
Yeah.
And then there's the intelligent Hulk.
So gray Hulk's fresh out.
The fusion of both characters.
Okay.
Both psyches, should I say, where he still retains some of his science stuff, and he's also still the Hulk.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have that raw. He doesn't have that raw anger strength.
Now, does Thor have the old hammer in the picture?
I'm looking at it right now.
What does it say?
Well, he's got access to.
No, it's still the Stormbreaker.
Still the normal. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's dope because they are on Titan.
Are they? I didn't
it looks
even
like
notice
the background looks like Titan. I'm looking at it right now. Like it does look like the background is Titan. Kind of like that area where they were standing, where they were trying to beat down Thanos, and
and AntMan is in that photo. So the participation of Hawkeye and AntMan, the guys who have been missing in the first movie.
The anticipation around this is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I mean? It's going to shut down the movie theaters all over the earth.
It's going to be the type of anticipation I imagine of like getting a date with a girl on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like somebody you've been kind of just hitting up on the DM, and they're like,
it's going to be like Return of the Jedi, man.
Out of all my 1.2 million followers, I'm going out with you. Like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What do I do? Do I bring my hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp, when they're saying that's what's going to happen in this movie, although it's a little bit more lighthearted, is actually we start seeing the keys to the future of what is going to be moving in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What do you guys think? You guys, of course, are excited about the movies coming out soon. What do you think is going to happen?
I'm not sure because they did a good job of not throwing Ant-Man, the first one, right in the middle of the universe, so to speak. He fought Falcon a little bit in the first one,
right?
And it was kind of like a little, but they didn't like, even when he was in Civil War, it wasn't like we're mixing these plots, which I like. I like these. Hey, this is not part of that whole big picture. There's some smaller pictures going on,
right?
I think the technology they're using is going to be relevant, and I think with Ant-Man and Wasp is something that I like with Daredevil that they did with Domino. They're doing a great job of depicting these powers because I used to clown Ant-Man back in the day in the comic books.
Well, supposedly there's going to be the introduction I'm not learning speaking English well today. The introduction of Goliath, the Goliath character in
Lawrence
the
Fishburne.
this Ant-Man movie,
Yeah.
which is going to be cool. He does that. Poor Goliath does die a horrible death in the comic books. So
Yeah. He
Oh, they don't kill off Lawrence Fishburne, man.
yeah, he does die a horrible death in the comic books. But it was in the Civil War story, and we're way past that.
This is good. I love what Infinity War did, which is building like the anticipation to get to the next one. So they did that by we're gonna get Ant-Man
Right.
Yeah.
in a month, and then we're getting in a few months we'll get or in the new year Captain Marvel. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm anticipating to see these storylines. This is all pre-Infinity War stuff.
Yeah.
like while that was going on, this was happening.
That's true. That gives me a lot of, because Captain Marvel could easily be predictable. Now you don't know what it's going to. You have no clue. Like, and they're going back. Apparently, it's like it's set in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be anything. So I like that feeling, not knowing what the movie's going to be about. So I'm anticipating that. I think Ant-Man and Wasp is going to be dope. Wasp looks dope.
It is.
I think the villain looks cool.
I like the villain too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel's just
hot.
winning right now.
Yeah.
Marvel's just freaking winning right now. Even Star Wars is falling back.
Well, DC has a shot if they do a decent.
We're gonna talk into some DC in a
Yeah.
moment.
Do a decent Mr. Miracle.
Some cool DC. Hopefully this will be cool for DC. What we're going to talk
But
about
to
in a
wrap
little
up
bit.
our Marvel discussion, what I'm most excited about is we're actually recording this podcast on the 6th, but tomorrow on June 7th, the Cloak and Dagger TV show debuts on Freeform. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm most excited about.
That looks
it's
actually really
starting-
good.
The
Yeah.
reviews are rave.
Really,
They say that this is the best chemistry they've seen on TV.
I just
the
saw
two
the
characters.
recent trailer, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
I can buy this. I know Cloak and Dagger from the Spider-Man Maximum Carnage video game on Super Nintendo.
I have that. I actually have that on Sega at the crib.
It's the only reason I know who they are. Yeah, no, it looks. It's again.
I think I threw that cartridge across the room somewhere.
Yeah. Oh man, I never finished.
Yeah, I used to get so frustrated with climbing the roof.
Yeah, you can't beat Carnage.
Yeah, it was
Nah, you have to
Carnage
use
is
the
like the
Game
Mike
Genie.
Tyson from Mike Tyson.
That's a Game Genie game right there.
Yeah.
Game Genie. Wow.
Yeah, no, I saw a trailer today, and I was like, yeah, it looks really good. It looks good. I don't know how they're going to put that all into the universe. Is this going to be kind of like they do?
Well,
the Netflix shows?
they're in New Orleans from the synopsis that I read.
Oh yeah, it definitely takes
So,
place outside
definitely,
of New York.
yeah.
according to Marvel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, the blob of that they had somewhere, nowhere.
Yeah.
and nobody ever talked about it.
It should be good. The trailer looked good. It caught my eye. But yeah, I think it'll be similar to like how Netflix is, like they're in the universe but not really in the universe. So, because I mean, we caught that. Like one thing what I thought was really dope was when Luke Cage first season, when they were in Harlem and they were selling the DVDs. He's like, yeah, he had the Incredible Hulk fight battle
Right.
and like the fight battle for New York with in Avengers.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that
that
was
was cool that they tied that in there.
Yeah.
Well, and Luke Cage is coming too. I'm
That's
excited
on the way,
about that.
yeah.
That's going to be on Netflix. I think that comes out in July.
Yeah.
I believe so.
now all I have to do is figure out what exactly Freeform is. And where to find it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. Is that Hulu? Like I'm trying to think. Is that
It's
on
on
Hulu?
Hulu. Somehow, some way, it says Hulu on the
I don't
bottom
know.
of the logo.
I just got YouTube TV. It's actually
I
pretty
don't know.
dope.
I got a bootleg.
Okay.
I got a bootleg system, so we're gonna get it anyway.
The actions of Speedy on this
Yeah.
podcast do not reflect the actions of Joey Franchise until
I have my ways.
currently paying.
I
That's
have
the only
my
thing that kind of
ways.
throw me off about this Cloak and Dagger thing. Is just like it's on Freeform. What the hell is a Freeform?
I was hyped. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this.
I'm gonna have to Google Freeform and figure out how this
channels
happens, how
are-
this
I
works.
think it's an internet channel, it's like freeform.tv or something. I'm not positive.
Well, that's cool because I actually see it in real time.
Well, I got
if
Hulu,
I'm
so if
available.
it's on Hulu, I'm good money.
Well, we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, and you'll hear about it first here
Yeah.
on Geek Culture Congress, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Marvel is just winning, but DC historically, as we were just talking about earlier, is sure got problems. But with some breaking news just happened actually today while we're recording this podcast. Is that Jared Leto actually got a green light to do a standalone Joker movie? So, I know half of the people didn't like his portrayal of Joker. And maybe half of the people kind of thought it was,
He didn't have enough screen time.
Yeah,
I give him a break
Fair
because
of
of that. So, and a lot of scenes that
It's
he
kind
did
of a
got
new
cut.
Jack Joker, too. You know, it's kind of like,
But I'm actually hyped for this because I actually like Jared Leto as an actor, and just to see him now, like, okay, now we get to see what really what we might have missed in Suicide Squad because they cut out half like majority of his scenes. Like he was like the second or the third lead actor on the movie. So it's like, you know, and then he was tight. I'm surprised he even came back.
Yeah, right. Well,
because the rumor was that Scorsese was going to produce a Joker movie.
Yeah, that was completely
with
different.
Leonardo DiCaprio in talks to make it happen. I mean, that was just rumored, but I'm glad that they did this and they kept Leto on and kept the continuity of that from Suicide Squad. Yeah. It's just I'm used to seeing
I think they had
Joker.
some soul searching over there in Warner Brothers.
Yeah, so I'm used to seeing Joker
they had to talk.
as a secondary character.
They had to talk.
Yeah.
I think they had the big talk.
You know, he wasn't bad as the Joker. It was a different type of Joker. Heath Ledger set this bar, and there was this big gap between Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson. So you had time to be like, okay, we haven't seen the Joker, and then this is like a 7-year gap between when Heath Ledger and he did it, but. I wasn't mad at that Joker.
No.
You know, it was a little more realistic. He's insane.
And he's in the generation.
I liked it.
You know what I mean?
Good.
Where
He was a gangster.
Personally, I enjoyed it.
You got artists like Lil Pump and Lil Uzi with all tattoos all over.
That's what I said. He's like a new
face,
Jack kind of, Joker. A 2010 Joker.
Right.
Yeah, he's a Joker to be in the
I
trap.
digged it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
in the
cool
trap.
with it.
Yo, all you need to do is get on a trap beat. Drop a mixtape ASAP.
Yeah.
I'd listen.
Who was the one who did the songs for Suicide Squad? I forget now.
We had
it was playing on your radio station, bro.
Yeah, we had Rick Ross, the Rick
There you
Ross
go.
and
That's what it was. Rick
Skrillex
Ross.
record.
Yeah.
And we're playing even
You see?
the Deadpool sound single off the soundtrack
You
with Lil
see?
Pump and French Montana.
You see?
So-
You see?
There's room for a new modern Joker. You know,
Yeah.
I won't be mad at it. You know, as long as the story's good and they gotta get out of that darkness where you can't see stuff.
Well, you know.
But this is going to be the Joker.
They're gonna have some Ben Affleck in it, so you know.
Yeah, they got to, and I think this is where
So, he's gonna talk like this.
I think I really think that this Joker is Jason Todd. And I think, and that's what will make a really good story because it's like now we get to look back at maybe we even go back to like the movie. Even this is me just thinking out,
That's an interesting.
just the movie. Like I would kind of
interesting
kick it
theory,
off.
Joey franchise.
Yeah,
Very
just
interesting
going
theory.
back to the Batcave where Batman's actually looking at the suit, which is written in ha 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 by the Joker, and then just going flashbacking into Batman's memory and that moment where he thought Jason Todd was dead.
Yeah,
and next thing you know, he's the Joker.
That's a very good plot
And
idea.
Have you played Arkham Knight?
I have not.
So
I haven't
this is
either.
spoiler territory.
It's fine.
Spoiler warning, guys.
So,
All right, move on.
here we go for those who haven't played the game. It's Red Hood or it's the Arkham Knight, okay, and it happens to be Jason Todd, and Jason Todd actually has the scar of the letter J on his face, similar to what the tattoo is on Jared Leto's character as the Joker in Suicide Squad. So I'm kind of hoping that kind of
See that
happens.
That excites me about that storyline. I hope they do that, man. Pitch that to him.
I will, but I shoot the email right now.
Get
In
Warner
the
Brothers
invoice.
on the line right now.
In
Let's
the
go.
invoice. It'll be in the mail.
We got plans. We got solutions for you guys. Okay.
Joey franchise out here ghostwriting scripts. I'm not mad. I wish I would have thought of
I
that.
go straight for Drake every now and then too. So
Drake is the star of this episode of this podcast.
All right. So the last DC news that we're going to touch on is actually comic book related because if you didn't know, in the current Batman story, in the comic book side, he is getting married, and he's getting married to Catwoman, Selena Kyle.
I mean, it was inevitable.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
It's been I got
And-
a situation like that going on in my life right now. I don't know where we stand, but I know she's tried to kill me.
There you go. Yeah. I think
So,
we've both been there once or twice in our life.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing, or well, the highlight or the breaking news that's been coming out today or this week, should I say, is that he decided to actually pick a best man, and the whole internet or the comic book internet is in shock because instead of picking Nightwing, who would be the original Robin. Dick Grayson. He decides to pick Spider-Man. Still thinking about Marvel. Superman instead.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about that?
I mean,
Superman over your partner,
Nightwing's more of
the man that you raised as a son
figure than,
Did he at least get Ring Bearer?
I don't know. Well, he's an older gentleman now. He's an older gentleman. He's Nightwing now.
Nah,
Not a teenager.
Batman will still look at him as son.
Yeah. Bring the ring down here, sucker.
Yeah, get over here.
No, I mean, listen, man.
I have my son was my best man.
Is he
okay?
Was
my
he?
stepson, should I say? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is he going to be the best man as Superman? Like he's going to be in the cape? Like, are they getting? Are Bruce Wayne?
It's Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle getting married.
Okay.
Yes.
And then and then Clark Kent's going to be.
Clark Kent will be the best man.
Best man.
That's right.
You got to make that decision sometimes. It's tough. I was the best man at somebody's wedding, and I was supposed to be the best man. At the end of the day, they're like, the father became co-best men because he wasn't involved and he wanted to be involved. So I was like, okay, cool. How often has Nightwing saved Batman?
Oh, multiple times. As a matter of fact, in the article, they were like, oh, Nightwing did this for him. Nightwing did that for him. Nightwing was Batman for him for this time when he was he
even held down a whole
recovering from something.
He even hold down a whole town.
Yeah.
For Bloodhaven.
Yep.
But can he fly?
Ooh.
No, he can't.
Listen,
I'm saying
he can do high flying.
He's probably trying to cut costs on like the honeymoon or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Just get
Just take him over his arm and just
Clark
fly him over
Kent
there.
probably crushed something into a diamond, so Bruce didn't have to pay for one, and therefore, in exchange, he became the best.
What
man.
if there's a plot twist and Batman's just really trying to troll Superman and ends up giving him the ring, but low-key is like, I have kryptonite.
It's kryptonite in it.
You know
Or
what I mean?
what if it's not Clark Kent? It's Martian Manhunter the whole time, just shape-shifting into. It's like me and him, we've been having a good friendship behind your back.
Endless plot twist.
That's too much plot twists and conspiracy theories.
You gotta
for
suck
one
that
day.
up if you're Nightwing, man. Listen, I brought you,
You gotta
in.
take it on the chin.
Your family died in the circus like some idiots. I brought you in, made you a badass. I gave you money. You're in the will. You know.
You have a whole town to yourself.
just
to
suck
fight
it up,
crime.
man.
Everything is yours when I'm gone, right?
This is Superman we're talking about, man. He moved the moon once, on my orders.
He can
I
move
gotta
the
give him-
earth. He can go back in time.
Come on, man. I got to give that guy some credit.
I guess. Oh, well. So that's it for us for Geek Culture Congress today. These gentlemen have to go and do their most famous things. Tarek, tell them what you got going on with yourself.
We'll have a show June 23rd at Stageworks Theater. My friend Barry Naylor will be doing his DVD taping, and I'll be doing some stand-up there.
Nice.
Telling my dirty, improper jokes.
Great.
And I have a new film coming out on my YouTube page next week.
Nice.
Be there to check that out.
So give them all your socials so they can follow you.
My name is Tarek on Instagram and Twitter, and my Facebook is none of your business until I put this Geek Culture Congress podcast up.
All right. So, Mr. Joy Franchise, let them know what time it is.
Yes, sir. I'm actually just kicking off a new podcast catering to some of the new and dope talent in music right now called the New Wave Podcast. So make sure you just keep in touch with me on the socials, Twitter, Instagram, at Joey Franchise, joeyfranchise.com. And, of course, Monday through Friday, Wild 94.17 to midnight.
In Tampa, Florida. That's right. Also, myself, you can follow my nocturnal life as a DJ. I moonlight as a DJ. Follow me, DJ Speedy JR. That's DJ Speedy, like Speedy Gonzalez JR on all socials. And, of course, follow Geek Culture Congress on Facebook. Like the page, Geek Culture Congress. On Instagram, give us a follow. And
ladies, I'm very single, so if you're sending DMs,
Oh, we can do that?
hit me.
Terry, go ahead.
Yeah, don't do anything until I set my pictures up.
Let them know. You single? Let them know.
But you gotta be able to cook and have good credit.
Are you on the
Yeah.
Tinder too?
Maybe Bumble.
All right. So next Geek Culture Congress, we'll be back. We'll be talking about something.
The Bumblebee
Trailer.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that. We're going to talk about some Transformers, some new stuff. Get into some Walking Dead rumors, probably. And we never even talked about what went through last season.
No, we
went
didn't. We
through.
gotta catch up on that.
Yeah, we got to get on that. We'll probably start talking about Cloak and Dagger. We'll talk about all these Netflix shows coming out, especially Luke Cage. And, of course, everything that's breaking in comic book world news. You'll hear it here first. And we'll get it to you right here in Geek Culture Congress. Signing off. Thank you very much. Until next time, same bad time, same bad channel. Have a good one, everyone.
Peace.
Boom. And stop trolling people.